Alrighty. Oops. Okay. It's going. It's going. It's going. Okay. Welcome. Let's see here. Jeez, it's already Thursday. How'd that happen? Okay. Let's click some buttons. There we go. Basically just sending it to you guys. Make sure that's good. Okay. It seems like we had that one time that it broke. I think that was something on the Streamlabs side, so because like a couple days afterward it did have like an update to Streamlabs and it seemed to be fixed, or it didn't have that issue since then. So just my mic right now. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. All right. I forgot to drink water. I had like 10 minutes to set this up, so it was really rushed. So I need to like decompress and just hang out for you guys for like 1 sec. And we'll be good. Sorry, yeah. It was either that or like have it be really bad afterwards. So here we go. Spooch is over here. There we go. You wanted to. It's been pushing myself to work really hard on the Midnight Mares project, so kind of lost a little bit of track and time. So yeah, but we're here now, and I'm on time, so I don't know what we're really complaining about. Mostly just my own, like my heart rate is already so so high right now. Okay, so I just need to decompress and go. Whew. Okay. Yes. Let's work on this. Oops, I forgot to include the prompt, which is in the other one. So let's see if I can maybe sorta. Didn't want to show that. That was the main thing I didn't want to show. Cool. Okay. It's fine. Cause I need the script, which is in a separate file here. There you are. Can I do this? This will be a good test in this new file. Well, can I just paste it natively? No. Okay. Do I need a frame to do it? Yes. Okay, that works. Alright. Yeah, so last time, hello. Not able to pronounce your name quite correctly, so I'm not gonna butcher it for you. Thank you. I'm not able to select it easily, so that's weird. Maybe because it's on the wrong. There you go. There you go. Okay. So last time we had a little voting thing, and we chose between like 6 different prompts, or I guess 5 because stars was a little bit trolly. So that's totally okay with that. Just setting everything up. Make sure everything's good here. Let's add a peg just for the fun of it so I can move it around a little bit easier, like that. It's hard to move things when there's not much to click on. That's why it's a little bit tricky. Okay. So last time we had like 6 prompts by the community who got to write down a bunch of them. So thank you very much. Otherwise we'll be without a creek. So otherwise I had to figure this out. So let's see. Hello. So yeah, so we had this as one of the prompts, and then we eventually did like a whole bunch of different voting, and narrowed it down to this one, where we're gonna figure out how to animate this one, which might be a little bit small, but it's probably as best as I can with so many windows I got open. Let's see. Is that easier? That doesn't do it. Why doesn't it do it? I selected it and I want it to be a different color. Okay. It's an element. Hello. So I'm guessing this is Rainbow Dash. Let's see if I can do this. I was working all day with this. Now as soon as it goes live, it's like, wait a minute, I don't know how to do this effectively. So Rainbow Dash rings a doorbell, and then kind of laughs, and then flies away. Then Twilight opens the door and looks perplexed, and then that'll be the end of it. So, there you go. Yeah. You would have done actual too, so you would have not stuck thinking. Ah, there you go. Thank you. Okay. If you don't know anything else about here either, I made this puppet, which took like around a month. I don't know. It definitely has enough stuff to play around with, but it's basically just for our reference for now. Obviously, this is not Rainbow Dash, so this is not going to be our final Rainbow Dash puppet or our final Rainbow Dash design. I literally just made it to be kind of mishmash of different designs, so they're not really. This is not specifically supposed to be Rainbow Dash. It'll be Rainbow Dash when we actually make the actual puppet, which might actually be either this stream if we finish the storyboards really quick, or next time when we'll do the actual characters and puppets. Might be easier to split it up that way too. So I don't expect the storyboards to take too long, but best to get going on it. So how we doing? Yes, we need to get going on this. Alright. Question is, would I like to just use it as a nice little reference, or do I want to just trace it to get the perfect proportions so I can like put them, if I drew my storyboards on top, then I'll be able to use it as perfect proportions and stuff, or not. I don't know. Alright, so we need to make more drawings, so let's label this to be, I want to leave a label thing unlabeled. Hello cartoons. I'm gonna name this the script, which means that this one is the script. Oh dear. Script peg. There you go. So the rest of it is just the pony stuff. We can read some of that. I don't know. This is the colors for the template of the horse, and this is the basic one, so I'll probably use this one for the storyboards themselves. So I will need, let's see, another layer, and this will be storyboard. Okay, there it is. Set the script over there. So these are just like the elements, and it's just like a nice view. All of these like correspond to like how the timeline works. You can see like a storyboard goes into the first peg here, and that means it's on top. If I actually move this, and if you look all the way at the bottom, boop, it actually moved with the little blue dot. If I move it up, let's see, does that work? No. Okay. It's easier this way. So that's what this kind of like corresponds to, whatever this jumbleness is. So it'll be more stuff as we go along, especially if we go inside the head and stuff of the horse. Okay. Set a peg for the storyboard in case we need to readjust things afterward. Just like to get everything nice and set up. Let's see. Yes. Let's make it in front of a house. Okay. Right, because you can't really have a doorbell without a house or a building. I should have got a reference for Pinky's cake house. I don't think I have any reference for that, so I guess we'll just have to make something and then decide on it. Make it actually fit better. Okay, here's storyboard. Let's see. Oops, get a line and expose it. That long. Okay. So that'll do for that. Now it exists. So there we go. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. More people were in Tuesday's stream. Or at least they haven't come in yet. Maybe because it's like YouTube favors weird things. Where if I tend to get more like actual views and stuff like afterward, or like when I'm not actually posting things. I'm gonna make another story. Did I spell it? But I don't think I spelled story. Board. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what happened here. Board. Where if I feel like I have like a longer lapse of time, usually I tend to get more views. Because again, I guess people like actually watch them more, or they, I don't know, YouTube would recommend it more than if the opposite from what you'd think. that it seems to be if you have a bunch of stuff, then you should get more views, but it doesn't seem to be that way, at least for what I've been hate moving these things from what I've seen. Peg. Maybe people get more time to adjust to it or decompose to it or whatever. But anyway, it's okay because I'm still with you guys and this is fun. Okay, so now storyboard 1. Storyboard 1. Maybe I should label these to be easier as well. The more I get these good, then we don't have to think about it too much. So I can call this one to be the background storyboard. Might be easier. I do this with Flash too, but it's like I don't really have to think about this as thoroughly. It just makes it easier for me to see this. Like this might be the Rainbow Dash storyboard. So I can have different layers to it. Which means I might also need... So I got a Rainbow Dash and about a background. I might also need the Twilight one as well. So she can have her own layer. Storyboard. Alright. And then add a peg to that. Okay. Will be good. How do you fill in a script for this? Apprentice pretty much is already... Was there something weird about that? I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, the premise is the script. Well, the premise is, you know, just the general that it's Pony World and then stuff happens, and then the script is beat for beat of exactly what happens every second or something. So I could move this up a little bit. Just be out of the way. Bring it outside the box. Okay, looks good. Okay. I want to label all these just before I keep going on. So I'm sorry that this is really the boring part of it. That's just like I gotta get all this lined up to be good. And then now that I feel confident in these, now I can just select them and then just kind of go from there. Go from here. Okay. Let's see. We don't want to do brush settings. There's so many like other like default settings I have to figure out as well. That might be good. I could use the black, or I could make a new color and then change it to be somewhat whatever. That's slightly grayish. Ooh, we could add a color card as well. Color card. There you are. Blech. And then put you into the pony comp. There you go. That's got a white background for us, and so it'll render as white. There you go. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. No, I think I'm fairly set up with everything. So let's see. Okay. I'm just like so like nervous of like I have to make sure everything's working here. On different layers. Now they all have different layers as well. I can expose them all the way out as well. And then I can select all these and then see if I can delete them. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's make sure I got the drawing so I can make sure I'm actually drawing on the right layer if I know what I'm doing. So the background, Rainbow Dash will be on top, background will be on bottom, and then try to be in the middle. Or I can select all those at once when it didn't need to be. Like that. Oh, there. It's getting a little laggy from streaming, I think. Or maybe I have two booms open. I did not spell storyboard right. All of these. Oh boy. Rainbow Dash, Twi, background. Okay. Now we got layup. Layout is good to go. Okay. Let's see. Rainbow Dash comes in. Okay. And rings the bell. Rings the bell. She eats Snickers. Okay. Rainbow Dash flies away. Maybe hide in a nearby bush. Ooh, bush is good. Okay. Twilight opens the door and looks around. She looks confused. shrugs and goes back inside. That's perfect. Yeah, that's pretty much all it just needs to be, basically. So let's see if we can get that going. Might just get rid of that because I don't think I'll need that. Okay. Make sure I'm using the right thing, using the right brush, using the right brush. Fixed width, good. Let's see. Because all these, like, sometimes, like, I notice some of these, like, turn off and on if you're making new files. So that's just have to make sure everything's good. Okay. Yep. Okay. Enough dawdling. Let's see here. Okay, so now I just gotta actually do it. Let's make a storyboard, make sure we have enough, like, flat ground or something. Some kind of perspective line, horizon line. Let's make it, like, up to here, maybe. Some kind of background here. Door. Let's get that looking nice in perspective, which is going to be tricky because I'll have to figure out which way this works. So I can release that, and then I can leave that. Problem is, she has to, like, have action, so the doorbell could be on one or the other side. Which way does the door open if we need to do this? The door needs to open, and we need to see Twilight from inside. How would she open it? Would it open from this way? Or would it open from that way? Either one would probably work. I don't know. What would be easier to animate, though? It would be probably if the hinge is probably on this side, and if it opens from this way, so like the open door will be over here, might be easier. I think I've done that a lot, but I've also done the other way, like that, because with that way you still have to do like the front all the way like that as well. I might make it like this way, then you might see more into it, and then like door might actually be hide herself as well. Let's see. I said doors open into the house. Do they? Okay. They open inside of the house. Well, my front door doesn't go inside, does it? I'm trying to think about it. You open it, and then the front door comes at you. Is that what you're saying? Open into the house. We have like a front door, and then we have like a screen door, which I guess is to get rid of bugs or something. I don't know. It's like an intermediate door. Or is it? Yeah. Well, I'm having trouble imagining my front door. So other things are gonna have to come into play with it as well. Let's put the doorknob in the middle for now, and then we can figure it out. Okay. Let's see. Want me to go check my front door? Would you guys be actually okay with that? Because I'm pretty sure. At least the screen door goes in. No. Might have it backwards. Would you like me to actually go outside and check my front door? Because that actually might help. We're going to do some Lion King like type of research right now. Okay. I think I have a BRB. Yeah, hang on. There you go. Okay, I'm going to go check my front door. Be back in a minute. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. How was that? Who's still here? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I've never done that. Ugh. Now you know how squeaky my door is as well. Okay. Good thing I'm not like hooked up like a video game streamer. Okay. Welcome back. From that intense research, let's see. The screen door I'm gonna call it white. The screen door went outside, and then the front door did go inside, which I've never done in my cartoons. I've always had to go outside, so I must have got like confused with that. Oh my god. Okay, now we know. Let's see. Let me select it, please. There you go. So, does that make sense? So, do we want it to be like that? I guess. That's why I've always wanted it to be like... I'm talking about doors for like 20 minutes, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like Lion King. It's like they just bring in lions into their cartoon studio and say like, hey, look, this is what a lion looks like, so... Okay, so... Oh, boy. Yeah. I like watch some like anime like behind the scenes, and then they have like on their desk is like full of books, where it just has a whole bunch of like reference books of like anatomy and like nature and anything else that I need. So it's definitely good to get outside once in a while. So, my door has it on this side, so I'm gonna do that. But I think my doorbell is also on this side, so maybe it'll be more sense to ever like do the doorbell on this side. Maybe. I don't know. I have the doorbell on this side as well, but I think just for more clarity, it'll be easier to be it on this side to be the doorbell. Let's see. Box. Let's see. This is what I got so far. A cookie. I got the background going. Let's see. And then we're gonna need the bush. What if I should have the... I do like the bush. I actually honestly wanted to do a bush as well. So... a little bit easier to just have another layer. I know with Flash is just like, you know, layer, poof, you can have a million of them and done, you know. Now it's like, let me see here. Would I like 2 more layers over here? Okay. Alright. So we're working on the... Yeah, I should go outside and research more books. Bushes. Bleh. Bush. Story. Board. There you go. Okay. Whew. We only got 1 layer so far. Okay. Bush. Okay. And then we'll just have... Wow. Kind of a bush. Okay. And now these are different layers so I can not have to worry about things being flat, or like if I wanted to change the door halfway through, but then I also animated the bush in a different way as well, then they would clash. So having them be on different layers helps a lot. Okay. Got the background. Keep it simple and sketchy for now so we can add more details as we need to. But yeah. Let's see. Okay. So now I got all these going. Okay. But the bush will disappear because it's on a separate layer. Okay. Everything should be here. Okay, cool. Okay. Whew. Okay. Seems like the bush is on top, which doesn't make sense. I would like the rainbow dash to be on the toppest, most top, and then twag could be second, and then bush could be third, and then background could be fourth. There we go. Okay. So now we got all this. We can time this out to be a little bit longer to give us more time. Whole lot of time. Okay. Extend these out a little bit further as well. Okay. I got a whole lot of time to play with. Cool. Okay. That's layout. Okay. Now I can start animating the characters and do other stuff. Okay. Am I going to animate the same way the backgrounds? We'll see. It is more detailed and texture heavy than I'm used to. I would need like a specific type of texture somehow. Like if that needs to be a brush or a stencil or an overlaid thing. I'm not sure. But doing the line art being slightly adjacent or off from the fill would be, we'll see, but it seems to be relatively easy to do. In that you can have different layers as well. We could have the line art be a separate layer and then fill it in and then cut the fill onto a different layer and then just kind of move it. So that might be the easiest part to do rather than trying to figure out how to do textures. And I'm looking at a reference picture on my other monitor, and yeah, there's a lot of different, it's not just like one, you know, like a sponge brush. It's like different types in different places. So like different materials might have different textures, which makes sense, but yeah. I'm not sure. I'll probably go for like the same kind of style my regular cartoons have, with the chibi style for my recent cartoons, at least as a base, and then I can add more detail onto it, you know, so, yeah. Yeah, they have the interesting shading. I don't know. Everything has a shadow, which is the most interesting thing. So everything like has lights and highlights and darks shadings, but there's no shadows, which G4 had. Every character had a shadow, but not every background bit. Background bits in G4 had selective shadows, but not like realistic, you know, like real-time shading or anything like that. So yeah, let's see. I can just get away from overlaying grunge layer. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I'm not used to textures like that, so that's why I'm a little bit apprehensive right now to figure out how am I gonna do that due to shadows. Might just get like, it'd be fun to make some kind of, because I'm seeing it as like you get like a sponge and then go wop wop on a texture or on a piece of paper, and then you could scan that in and play with the levels and then make that into a brush, which I'm sure Photoshop has something like that probably. But yeah, I'm not sure what would be the best method to, you know, go about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna get going on here. Let's go going on first frame of Rainbow Dash. So we'll do let's have her zoom in like a rainbow, I guess, and it should be like zooming. Would that be sorta? Let's see. It's be like a rainbow, rainbow kind of a shape, and then I'll get these different colors in, and then like different trails, I guess, just to be like this is a smear for her to get to the place immediately. So if I hide that, it'll be whoop, 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 and then we'll do a new keyframe. Don't need that exactly, but I can use this and then kind of use a character as a reference with weird leg there. That's okay. Okay. Always paranoid whether or not it's going to be a new frame. Okay. So we'll have horse, circle. What she look like? She got weird hair. Let's see. I haven't really drawn these yet. I'll kind of go for something. It's weird because I'm so used to like this is the nose, so it's like always draw 'em with like the mouth being like that. But like with the pony life, they have a nose and then a mouth, like a human mouth. So I'm not sure, like, stop, you know? And then have like the mouth. And then she'll be closing her eyes. Like that, I guess. Let's see. I'll just... Let's see. They're all kind of forward. Let's see. I don't think I've really drawn these characters before, so I'm trying to figure this out as I try to do like a storyboard style as well. Let's see. And then flying leg, tail. Okay, cool. And then, so what we got is 2 frames of it. Whoop, kind of thing. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Whoosh. Okay, and then I might have to time these out later. That's good. Let's actually duplicate this one. So then I could just select everything that I have. Everything's on different layers, so I can do this. So it should be like winding up. Maybe she could be having one arm. Let's see. Let's have the arm kind of go like hee hee hee. Like laughing maybe. Maybe. Might have to add a peg displacement for this. So whoop, whoop, whoop. So whoop whoop, haha, and then we'll switch to a new frame. Let's see. Screech to a halt. Okay. So bop, bop. Yeah, she needs to have like some kind of squish here. So how would you? Woo, everything's continuing from here, so should still be woohoo. Let's see. So it'll still be kind of stretched, and then not really that way, but on some kind of. Now she's small. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Swoop. So we need more time here. And this should be like the next frame. Push. I don't really feel it. So I will squish out and then whoosh, whoosh. Obviously this is still like storyboard, so I'm not trying to animate every key, but enough that you can still kind of feel like what the emotion and feelings will be more than anything else. So let's see. Okay. I'll go with that for now. And then next thing is we need a new frame here of her using her arm, and then rotate her body. Can I just, yeah, okay. I can control A to get this. Where's my thingy, my pivot point? Is that now we can change this to be bop. And then let's get the arm, long arm into the button. Whoosh. Boop. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Hello, Cosman. Who are you? Ask you the same question. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Bop. I don't know why the pivot point's over there now. Get a squish. Can we go like that? I said I wouldn't do every keyframe, but I'm practically doing it now. Whoosh. This could be longer, but yeah, whatever. Hee hee. Boof. 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 She's super quick. Haha. Okay. Next, we need her to. She does the snicker, and then rings the doorbell, and then she will probably resort back to one of these poses maybe, and then we can figure this out between this, and then kind of like have some kind of feel to it being this. Just enough time to go. She did it, and then she can zip off. So we'll have maybe like one frame of her going down. So it should go like doop. Maybe another one. Doop. Whoop. And then transform into the... let's see. Let's make a new keyframe. Let's make the rainbow of her going whoosh. Whoosh. So she transforms into a rainbow. There's like whoop, whoop, whoop. Of her going up. Whoop. 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 And there'll be a couple frames of this maybe, where it's sort of similar, maybe. But it'd just be like different-ish frames here. So as long as I just kind of like pretend that I'm creating it, but it's like it'll still be feels a little bit different, because I'll always draw a little bit different. Drew maybe like a little bit higher. Let's see. Just like move this up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then she will disappear. That'll disappear. Maybe? Let's see. That'll disappear, and then like a couple frames after, it'll be a new frame of it being the rainbow going into here. And then this will have some reaction with the bush. And then a couple frames after that, and then delete it. So whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Okay. And then the bush needs to react. So let's get the bush, which is down here. Okay. Whoop whoop whoop. So from here, the bush needs to react. Let's see, with a new frame. So now it can be stretched out. Like that, and down. Boosh. Let's have it be a new keyframe. Keyframe of it going down even more. Yeah. Okay. Boof. Boof. It could actually just be one frame. Boof. Boof. And then new keyframe of it going up. This is our stretch. Boof. Boof. And then settle. Oop. Yep, yep. Alright. Whoop, bop, bop, bop. Boop, boop. Okay. And then I would like a new frame around here. That maybe around here. I would like a new frame of it being have the eyeballs kind of like peeking out. So let's have eyeballs. Maybe it could be more sinister, like something. Nah. Let's have it be down. She's mischievous. Whoop, whoop. We'll figure it out. Okay. Hee boop, boop, boop. I like that so far. That's good. It feels good. Okay. And then enough time for Twilight here. Well, we need the door open, so we need the background to open the door first. Let's see. So we need a new background, and then this will have the thing open inward, which we figured out. Well, let's see. Oh boy, least favorite. Let me just search for a mind of catalog of 10 years worth of cartoons with over 100 episodes. Let's see. That's totally valid. I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know. Let's see. You could be living in 200. Ah, geez, you're right. Let's see. Twilight in the Tree Buried Cartoon Generic House. I was gonna make it the Pinkie Pie house just because we have that as a reference. I haven't watched. Geez, because there's like 2 episodes now every week. With Pony Life. I think it would just be easier to have it be Pinkie Pie's cake house then, I guess. But yeah, let's see. So door is here, hinge is here. That means that it goes inward like that, I guess. Whoop whoop. I guess it'll be outward like that. But nothing makes sense, so it's okay. And it's okay because they're on different layers that I can just do another layer like this. Usually I get worried that like things become like not working as I go. Or like I might step on my own toes with the layers kind of a thing. Using onion skin to get that going. Yeah, same like this. It's like, oh, well, now I want a perspective line. That goes maybe like in here or something, or in there. It's not gonna make sense. Now I got that. So now if I go here and then just kind of trace it, it's best or current. Okay. Yeah, this one won't be anything in particular. That should work, especially for a storyboard. It's like it's just gonna be blueprints pretty much. Then it's not gonna be perfect in any way or form. Kind of like how you can't see it. Okay. Let's add more time to these guys. Okay. So now, door open. We need door open and then like another frame after that. Let's have Twilight show up to the party. So this will be 1. So we need a keyframe here and then just kind of go back to the beginning if I can. Ugh, and then delete it. Okay. So now it should be here. Okay. Least favorite episode. Yeah. I still don't have an answer. I don't know. They're all good. Well, the problem is if I say someone's least favorite, but then it becomes someone else's favorite, then that'll be just as bad. So, that's why people don't do it. Let's see. Let's do another Happy Twilight. That feels weird. It's like this shouldn't be her nose. And then she'll be like, she'll be a little cat happy or something. There's Twilight. Okay. Maybe hold on to the door. I don't know. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Let's put it 1 frame back. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Let's see. Yeah. Thanks for the I can understand that, yeah. Well, maybe I like that one. And now I feel bad and we have to talk about it too much, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I did some field research to learn about the doors. I never thought about it because I always, in my mind, it's like when I think about it, it's like, well, the door that's open is the front door, which would have been the screen door, which is like this, you know, fake thin door that you open outward, and then you got the front door, which is the thicker one, and then yeah, you guess you push it inward. I just never think about it that way. That's like, oh yeah, your front door is the one that's supposed to go in. So it's like my first instinct is always to open the screen door. So I never think about it that way. Let's see. There you go. Now we got more discussions than we would have not have had. Let's see. Pop, 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 pop. Twilight. And then let's add some motion just for fun. So you guys like that. So being like emotion. Yep. Just that one little like, I moved it that much, but it feels like whoop, whoop. Feels good. All right, whoop. And then we need time, and then she will start to question herself to say like, wait a minute. Wasn't someone supposed to be at the door? Kind of a thing. Let's see. So open the eyes. And then question that. And then she'll go, huh? Eh? Let's see. Oh, pivot point is not where I want it to be. It's way over there. And then a little bit down. So, eh? Maybe, yeah, then she shrugs. Okay, so we need a little bit more time. Set that in. Okay. So, and then change to a new picture. Where then she will, if I can select it, trying to get this going. Okay, let's get rid of the face. Now I can do a new face. Let's see. That's what I'm thinking of. If this is the refrigerator guy, I'm gonna be mildly upset. Okay. You got me still. Okay. It's the band doors. There you go. Like making cartoons with like crude animatics. I don't know. I definitely don't feel like they're, you know, as pretty as my, you know, regular. Yeah, it's not there. As my regular, you know, puppet style. If I can show it, it's like that looks, you know, it looks better. But yeah, I can see like, yeah, if I somehow clean these storyboards up or made them nicer, it'd be a different kind of style. And my type of animatics, which you guys have seen, is that it's more. I had to think about it. You know, it's like. Sorry, I just really thought about that emotion. Or maybe she's like really disappointed. That's what this is now. It's like. Yeah. I really feel confident in these storyboard styles, but yeah, what you've seen is that they are more animatic and pretty much just laying out every keyframe rather than, you know, just the basic storyboards. Which, with Midnight Mares, we've been trying to figure that out of how much, you know, per each camera shot, like how many. How does shrugs work? Yeah, it's your shoulders that go up, and then these go down. Shouldn't disconnect. There you go. Then I try to. I know it's got this on it. It's gonna feel weird. Let's make this a little thinner. Get rid of that. What do I need? I need not this one. And go like. And then new frame of this and the whole arm. Where the head goes down. A little bit. Yeah, okay. Just gotta figure these out. So I gotta really concentrate for that. Okay. Maybe you're supposed to go down a little bit. So it'll seem like... And then... time there. To see that as this is a joke. And then the door of the background will then have a keyframe of it being closed, and then gotta close, and then Twilight will start to disappear, I guess, or you can color the door in, I don't know. Let's see where Twilight is. Add a new keyframe here, and just kind of go along here, and then say everything's gone. Like it closes on her, and then no, whoop, flip. Needs more time here, I think. So let's grab all these, move them over, and then let's remove the keyframes. Oop. Okay. Let's see. Yes, normalize this. Okay. There's supposed to be a path to the door. Yeah. I mean, this is the dirt simple, very basic of it, so I'm not expecting to lay out everything. Like I could add clouds and I could add a star or a sun, or add more details into here, but yeah, I understand. But I probably won't do that for now, just to get everything as clear as possible, which is what I'm looking for the most. Okay, and then Rainbow Dash back here with the cat mouth. What happened? Whoop. Oh. And then Rainbow Dash might be trying to hide. That she's like really enjoying this, maybe a little bit too much or something. Let's add a new keyframe here. That she's just having a blast. Let's get rid of all that. Add a new one. That she is just so happy. That she's like trying to like not not try to like laugh, I guess. Or trying to hide. And then this could be more. This would be more of a stretch. It'd be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, she's hiding. Let's see. I'm thinking like mid-afternoon, because that could be easiest, so there'd be no like overcast or any kind of shadows or weird lighting we have to deal with. Probably just the simplest, the easiest would be the nicest. That would just be midday, afternoon. Rabbit Ouch then goes that it's closed, and then she could like open one eye a little bit, and then see like, is she gone? And then add a keyframe to this. Pivot point always moves. Let's see, like whoop, whoop, and then she can go. Let's see. Before I moved again, even the last thing of it going whoop, and then she can go maybe like back to like her. This one maybe? This one? And this be like her, like, she's gotta like fly back up to like make it like a loop. So just gotta get the energy from storing it in the ground. And then blast off. We'll go back to here and then add a keyframe as well, but not on the drawing. There you go. And then it'll stretch out. Like that. A little bit more. and then go back to normal. So whoop, squishy bush. Let's see, where's rainbow? Rainbow's there. I want to delete it from here. So this has to be no exposure because she's not there. But then from here, I want this one to be this rainbow outward. Maybe I can just flip it or something with the peg. So flip it. Ooh, okay. Let's not do that. Let's go back here then and add another keyframe. Design drawing, and then take all of these and then flip those out. There you go. And so now it'll go outward. So bop, bop. New one. And then it's like being stretched and moved outward. And then delete it. Bop. So whoosh. Ah, that feels slow. Needs to be like one frame basically. Whoosh. 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 Woo, woo. Yeah, it feels like this needs to be like somehow more stretched or more outward. Or like this. Yeah, okay. Whoosh. And then that'll be the end. Stop. And then stop there. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, smear should be like around 1 to 2 frames. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so now I got this. And it loops. That's the fun part of this. Is that the bush from the beginning is the only thing that kind of changes, so I just need to make sure. Does the bush have a peg? I'm not sure. Well, maybe this will work. If I select it and then snoob it over here. And then pop that down. Swoop. Yay! Okay, so that loops. Okay. So I'll leave you with that. And we did good on time. Yay! Okay. So now we can watch this. There we go. I'll step back. This is what we got so far. I'm pretty happy with this. This is looking good. Individual timings for small things can be adjusted. I'm seeing some things right now, especially with Ramadasha near the end here. It's pretty good. It is, I don't know, it's pretty basic timing, so I'm not sure. I'm too perfectionist. Like, it needs to be better. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Nice, nice. Okay. I don't know. Animatics are just like, they're like, it's so like intermediate that it's like you can, it's such a blank slate that you can kind of like inject more stuff into it and kind of like add more, you know, I don't know. There's a weird charm to it that's like, it's like the building blocks of it that's just like a sketch that's just like sometimes it moves and it's like, oh, this is fun. Yeah. Won't take too long. Yeah, there's a lot of like smears, just kind of hangs and like small emotions. That there's not much like complicated body motions. This is basically just at the beginning of like getting from the first smear. That's the only kind of like small thing. But yeah, that should just be a couple like arm movements rather than like I need to animate the arm like in 3D space, you know, like if it needs to go like wow, you know, that'd be a lot longer to figure that out than oh, like a robot arm, you know, rotating kind of a situation instead. So I'll go to toaster time because we're pretty much, yeah, we're at the dot. Okay. So thank you. That was kind of a little bit quiet, so thank you, moderators. But yeah, it was still fun to make. Thank you. And we're back. I'll let this loop. See if I can like, can I make this full screen? It's full screen-ish. Okay, we'll go with that. Let this loop for a bit. As we go to the time, let me drink some water. Thank you. Yeah, I don't expect this to take too long. Yeah, what I've explained is that probably it's usually the making of the assets again like takes half the time. Basically because I'm won't say like I'm really good at animating, but it's just like yeah, I'm enough a good animator. I'm enough of a good animator that I can just go with it, you know, and just like I see from this what I need to do, that I can just do it rather than like having to like Google how do I use the animate button or how do I do certain things. It's like yeah, I can just do it basically. So this is the brainstorming like figured things out. So yeah, I'm glad Star and I had the dot of the bush. That was great. So we'll just have to figure out like composition wise of like not to add too much in the background, because obviously we put too much, you know, like if I put a whole city back here and there's like a million different buildings and backgrounds and maybe background horses, it's like it's gonna take forever. But if we just do the bare essentials of just this and like maybe just have like a sky or maybe like a mountain range or something, whatever they do in Pony Life with the backgrounds, like maybe even include that weird floating island which is near here. So I think there's a couple, yeah, there's definitely shots I think that have the what am I thinking of, the Pinkie Pie, I kind of think of Sugar Cube Corner, but I think they call it something else different that is not Sugar Cube Corner. But whereabouts with that kind of a set is that they probably have, I think, a shot around this kind of angle. Or we can make it up. That'll be fun too. I think they have like extra details, like a invisible tea set, which none of this makes sense if you haven't watched it, but it's like I think like even the intro, there's like a zoom in on the map, and it's like next to like some mountain range, there's like this table and like chairs and like teapots, but it's like all just like as outlines. So it has like a chair, but it's like just the outlines of the chair, so it's not filled in where like the seat part would be. So it's just like weird aesthetic, just like it's like subliminal of like, hey, yeah, look, here's your tea set. So it has a weird that, yeah. It feels like someone completely different team worked on the backgrounds, because it does not fit aesthetically the same. Because it seems like the characters are trying to go for a more millennial, Z generation, whatever, ZA generation. I don't know, whatever would come after Z. Kind of young kids, obviously with that. But then their backgrounds are more like 50s style. Where exactly they have like the, what if I can find it? Let's see if I can get copyrighted. That'll be fun again. Gerald, well, let's try Mick. Come on, Mick Boing. Gerald McBoing. I think it was a Dr. Seuss thing as well. Was the story? Let's see. Trying to find one of a good background. Oh yeah, I had a newer version, which was horrible looking. It's like it's made. Well, I guess it'd be made in Toon Boom. Oh well. Trying to find a good picture first. That's kind of good. Let's see. Open image, new tab. Okay. Really helps his characters stand out. But if they're like backgrounds are like so like too detailed that it just feels like your attention is just drawn to it more than, and it feels weird. Let's pause the animation, and then let's see. Just trying to make it a little bit. I'll kind of shimmy it around so I have to like look at it. Because I'm not animating that. It's not the cartoon, but it's. Maybe if I blow it up too big. It has like a Gerald McBoing, which I think came out in the 50s or 60s. Let's see which one this one came out. cartoon. Let's see. What am I? There's a cartoon. Let's see. Oh yeah, November 1950. There you go. Okay, so this is what I'm always like thinking of, and it's probably like what their original inspiration as well, or at least something like that. Is that they have this older cartoon, which I highly encourage you to watch. It's really great. Is that they have like this very, very stylized backgrounds, and like everything stands out as just like nothing. It's the same style as the 20 Life backgrounds. Is that they have like these hard marker like edges of the outline, but then they just forgot to know how like properly color things, or at least stay in the lines. Is that you can see that that is just like this shape or blob that makes up this blue here. This is not filled in kind of a thing. It's like all the way off here. That is just like they just kind of like overlapping here. But the characters have filled in lines, but then they might match the background wall color, so it becomes this weird aesthetic that's like it because everything is like this as well. Well, essentially like everything on the screen, like the characters and backgrounds are the same sort of, I don't know, style. I think even like Littlest Pet Shop, like the 2010 version, whenever that came out, also does this. LPS. Not cartoon. Cartoon. 2016? Is that what it came out? Feels older. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Background. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, if you watch the one with Blythe and like the MLP voice actor ones, they have the same kind of style as well. As they don't really seem to fill in their backgrounds like traditionally. It's hard to find pictures. Maybe this will have it. Yeah, it's not perfect screenshot, but it'll do. Just for the point. Oh, it zoomed out the other one. Okay, here we go. It's the, there we go. So I zoom in into here. Is that now it's HD, but it's still like, wait a minute. These hot dogs are off colored, so it's like it has the same kind of feel to it. That Jerome Point and now Pony Life are both also going with. So it's kind of, I don't know what kind of style you would nail this down or like call it to, but it's just something interesting that it's like, does it make it softer? Does it make it easier to read when, or like distinguish between a background and a character from, you know, separating the characters and environment when the backgrounds are like, have like open areas that have like this line here where it just kind of like shimmy the fill, the color part away from the outline. I don't know. Do they know? I just don't know what kind of aesthetic or like what would you call this though. It's definitely big here. Where like this is weird. that's you know, like I'm so used to, wait a minute, is that supposed to be on top? Maybe it could be. It's weird. Like this brown pole, is that in front of the blue square? I don't know. Ugh. I think that's because characters are very clean line and colored. What do you can do the G4 Pony style where you just don't have outlines with the backgrounds? So why would you go to the trouble of making these lines if then you're not going to follow through with coloring them in? I guess. I don't know. So when you go back here, it's like this is good too. It's like they all do that. I won't show the Pony Life one for reasons, but yeah. So when we go to the background style or whatever we want to do with this, we'll have to keep that in mind, I guess. I guess. Like if I do that with my, you know, my chibi style where I have like the Derpy delivery ones, would it be easier to read if the characters were fills? They don't have outlines, but then I have the backgrounds have like The Gerald McBoing Boing aesthetic. I don't know. Would it have to be? Because with Gerald McBoing Boing, they both had like the markers on outlines. They both had pretty thick marker outlines. I guess I can try it sometime. I'm trying to figure out, would that work? Like, could I do my chibi style having characters with fills, but then could I have the background with the outlines and then the off fills? It's definitely a cool aesthetic, you know. It's not like it's wrong or like don't do it because so many people do it. It's just like it'd be neat to experiment to like figure out like would that be. Well, I guess we can use this as a training ground so I don't waste too much time. But yeah, we could definitely try with this and see if it works. But yeah, I don't know if there's like a like a good ratio where like. How far should you move the fill? The fill is the color part. How much should I move and push the fill before it feels too off, you know? If I use show accurate backgrounds, it'd be nice to also have unique style for both characters and backgrounds. I would say it's... I guess with my chibi style, yeah. That's the first one I started to move away from like very show accurate style, because even with the Paper Mario style in the movie, it's still very show accurate. That it doesn't have its own unique flavor to it. But the chibi one has more. I just kind of gave up at that point. Really, just like wanted to have like them have the backgrounds also be minimalistic as well, so they don't have outlines and have less shading to it. So like the backgrounds and characters have like the same aesthetic or the same amount of detail, I guess. So if that makes them harder to read, I can understand why, especially if I try to make them as contrasty as possible, especially if people are colorblind. I want to make them work for you guys as well. I'm sure I'm not 100% good on that, but yeah, I'm trying. But yeah, if I have, again with that experiment, whether to do the fills have outlines, is the only reason to sort of have them. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. But yeah, let's see. I think we're good on that. Yeah, so we'll work on this. I think next time we'll make the characters. I think that'd be... I guess just because I'm more used to her, like more experience with making the characters, that I can make those first. So I'll have to make a Rainbow Dash and I'll have to make a Twilight. And then I'll bring them into here and probably like animate it. And then maybe I'll make a background last. I don't know. We'll have to see whether or not what would work the best. I can probably make a very rough background again, without the textures or Jared McBoing style. And then, yeah, go from there. Because I think you can probably, with the nodes, you could probably just add in a texture on top of your drawings. So it might carry that. I'll have to test that. But I think if I add a texture and a cutter or a mask, it should work between all frames. In case I animate the bush to have 10 different frames, and then if I wanted to then have a texture on top, later on, I can add a texture and then cut it between specific layer instead of the color itself. So I think that'll work. How long this will take? Again, it'll depend on how much work I want to do with the background itself. Maybe some of the smears might take a bit. I don't know. But everything should be fairly straightforward. Thankfully, this is, this is very simple plot, so it's nice. I like how it loops too. It's really mesmerizing to have her zoop out and go zoop in. That feels good. But yeah, I think that'll be that. So I expect it to be at least 1, maybe 2 for the characters, depending on how long each of those would take. It might be an extended one if I want to do both. Like I might want to probably spend some quality time making each character. So that might be 2, and then animating it might take 2, 3 or so. So that's already like around 5, and then background might be whole one just to dedicate on just the background, and then if there's any final touches. So that's will probably take, what would that be? If I do 2 a week for like 6 or 7, so let's say 6, it'll be like 3 weeks. So might take half a month to make this. I just figured that out. So hopefully you'll keep up with this. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. PST and 7 p.m. AST. I just read it up there. So yeah, thank you. I'll have some more news on the Derpy movie once I made some more milestones or more progress with it. But yeah. So thanks so much, and have a good week. You know, I've been having a little bit of a rough time, and my throat's slow going out, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up. So thank you. Okay, bye bye. Bye.